Hold on. Let me take a sip.
You're a grand old flag. You're a high-flying flag.
I was just trying to make sure that you were going to be performing at your most optimal.
I appreciate you.
And I got all kinds of crap. And then you said a weird phrase that I was not expecting, and I heard one thing and not another. And now apparently I can't see, can't hear.
Well, it's Flag Day.
Oh, that's what it is.
It's also the Army's birthday. I'm wearing my
making fun
colors.
I thought you were calling me an old flag
No,
instead of an old hag.
no,
No, I'm just making everything about me.
I think so. I think you came in this morning with something, and you're trying to get me to catch it, and I'm not having it.
Guys, I'm fine.
Everything's fine, just in case you were wondering.
It's all fine, guys.
It's Wednesday. It's hump day. I had the night off last night with every intention of getting a great night's sleep, and I stayed up working.
Lame. Did you watch anything good?
No, I haven't been watching anything.
We've been watching The Idol because you talked about it.
Yeah, I watched the first episode.
Yeah.
And then I tried to watch the Kardashians and immediately fell asleep yesterday.
Oh.
But I'll try again for Friday's episode.
I was reading an article about people are coming after The Weeknd for creepy things he's saying, getting the ick because of stuff not inappropriate, but like things he's saying in The Idol.
I think that's the whole purpose. Like
stretches something.
Yeah, it's just it's gross. He grosses you out. He gives you the ick. That's his character.
That's his point.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Which could be triggering. And
I just wondered,
to watch.
I was reading the article and I was reading the phrases that they used in the show, which are not, I think it's just jarring to hear somebody say them because I was thinking like, if I were to read those in some of my books, my smut books, I don't think I would like it would not register as creepy.
Okay. Fair. We read about the Idol that was being skewered because of Rolling Stone magazine getting slammed in the show. So now they've written this article saying what trash it is and how, I mean, it is garbage if you're watching it, but I'm here for it. It's like watching Michael Scott be uncomfortable in The Office. It's
but he was
cringe.
still so good.
It's so but that was a funny show. This is serious, so it's a different situation. Oh, I had like a sleep injury.
You have a sleep injury?
I slept wrong on my arm, and now I feel like I hurt my wrist.
Like
I'm a mess.
it?
Yes.
Okay, I can't keep up with you. I was trying to see if I could find the phrasing in The Idol, but I probably shouldn't say them out loud.
No, we're not repeating that. That's in a show.
I meant like in. I was gonna try and I found it. I was gonna try and repeat it with like
a little more tact
with like bleeps. You can't.
No,
it's the whole phrase.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll watch it or not.
There's no alluding to what he's doing or the behavior. There isn't.
Do I watch it though? Do I watch or not watch it?
You'll probably want to watch it. I'll let you know.
But I didn't like Euphoria. That's why I'm like, do I get it? All right, you watch a couple more episodes and let me know.
I will. Okay. I'm on duty.
All right.
Are we ready to get into what's roasting?
Well, I thought we haven't really discussed new on the market dating terms. Usually we have a few funny ones that come through that I'm like, we got to explain this to the people in case they hear them. And I feel like we haven't done that in a minute.
Okay.
So I have a few of them.
I'm ready for them.
Before we get into like the roast. Fleabagging.
What is that?
Apparently it means to date people who aren't good for you.
Okay, so that's a lot.
According to the dating app, Plenty of Fish, 63% of women and 38% of men admit that they have fleabagged at some point in their dating career, and 50% of all daters report that they date the wrong people consistently.
Yeah. It's like kissing a lot of frogs until you get to that person. I don't know why I've always said that.
But you keep picking the same species of frog, man.
Yeah. You got to diversify.
Yeah, I would say I have that problem.
Same thing? There's a taste and then there's a type. And I think it's really difficult to veer yourself away from the type.
Yeah, especially when the type is like style of human. It's not like how they look
Right.
But it's like how they carry themselves, what they do.
Yep.
That kind of a thing. I'm trying to veer away from it, and it's just not working.
Well, those narcissists will come for you.
Yeah, that's totally what it is. Tori, your type is a narcissist. Got it.
Toxic typing. Maybe we'll discuss that in another
I'm in therapy. We're
later date. There you go.
Okay, another term, oystering. A little coastal term.
Oh.
An appropriate coastal term. But apparently it means
farming and cultivating a relationship.
No, when you're recovering from a breakup, and you only want to live for yourself and yourself alone.
Oh.
You're oystering.
I get that.
But I can't. Why is that an oyster?
Because you're staying near yourself. You're not being part of a relationship. Yeah.
How do oysters make other
it's
little?
Great. You're feeding me. You're taking care of me, but
do you have to take care of an oyster? I don't think you have to take care of an oyster. Like you can't have a pet oyster.
They're bivalves. I don't. That's all I know about oysters.
How does an oyster make another oyster? Do you feel like as Cape Cod natives we should know this?
I don't know because they just buy oyster seeds. I don't know how they make them.
So they grow. Well, I mean, I figured they farm them and they grow them. So they're like but it's an animal still, isn't it?
They're bivalves. I don't know how they make more of them. There we go. How do oysters reproduce? Let's find out. A male oyster releases thousands of sperm balls, and females then bring them into their shell.
They don't even have to hang out. They don't have to talk.
Through their respiratory action, they breathe pregnant. That's.
I'm sorry I asked.
Right.
And then the 180-degree dating trend is after the end of a relationship, you throw in the towel on those who are your own age in exchange for younger people.
Oh, yeah. Going for the opposite.
Yeah, I feel like we're seeing that a lot right now.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro.
Yeah. I feel like they've always had a history of dating younger women.
Yeah, they did it wrong, though, because now everybody's pregnant. So.
Yeah. Not the way I would want to end my space.
Do you know anybody that's oystering?
No.
Oh.
All of my girlfriends are just single and they want to be.
Well, isn't that what that is? When you're recovering from a breakup and you just want to live for yourself.
No, I don't think that they're recovering. I think that they just know that there's no one out there for them.
Am I in that category?
No, I don't know what you are.
I don't know where I am. I'm kind of oystering. No. I'm not recovering from anything.
You're not, though. Like, you've already recovered from things. You're just kind of, I don't know. I don't want to get into it because I'll get in trouble. I don't know. I don't know nothing.
You don't know anything. Don't say it on air. I know a couple of people that are oystering. I just don't know how you get them out of it. I don't think you really can.
No, you have to be ready to do it.
Ugh.
When your pearl is made, you're ready. It's time to go out. Step outside the shell.
Okay, now we're getting
weird. I don't know.
We should get into what's roasting.
Okay, let's do that. Pat Sajak retiring. I don't know why he's decided to do this now. The poor guy.
It feels like long overdue. And this is another one of those retirements that they're like, I'm retiring next year.
Right.
Like, oh, okay. So we know now so we can plan a really big party?
I think that's what it is. He's preparing. It's been 4 decades of doing the same exact thing with the same exact people with the same exact thing. But I mean, I give him a lot of credit. It's not that difficult to do his job, but he still had to get up there and do it every single day and try not to change.
He's got to have favorite episodes, least favorite episodes.
Clues
that he thought were easy, guests that he thought were great.
That's
he's done it all.
He wants a year of full celebration for himself, and
why not?
Right? We're here for it. We say yes.
What happens to Wheel of Fortune when he leaves, though? Because I don't think you could do Wheel of Fortune without.
They've been flirting some big names.
Really?
That's what I saw the headlines, but I haven't actually seen the big names.
But the whole reason you watch Wheel of Fortune is for him and Vanna White,
right?
So without them, what do you do?
I don't know.
Vanna White's still on? Not on.
She's still on.
But do you think she'll also retire then?
They're floating Ryan Seacrest, though.
Oh my God. Because that man needs another job.
Well, he needs something else to move into and switch gears as he's aging.
That's the thing.
I think so. I think they want the brand to say, hey, we're here for the long haul. Ryan Seacrest has a lot of runway left.
Yeah, but we said that when he was on Live with Kelly, and then he stopped. And the only person Kelly wants to talk to now is her own husband, which
is whatever. And I hear that they're going to have Ryan back on some other terms on that show also.
Probably because it's weird when we're just watching you talk to your husband every morning. Like, why?
I was never a fan, so.
Mark Consuelos or
No,
Kelly.
I like them personally, but I think that their morning show is sloppy.
I liked it when it was Michael Strahan. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
And then once Michael left, I was like, okay, I no longer care.
Yeah.
But like if it was on, it was Michael. I thought he was great.
I liked Regis.
And I like Kelly. Oh, of course.
She was okay.
But I think she's good at what she does. Like
Yes.
that's her shtick, and she does a really good job at it.
But I mean, I can see Ryan Seacrest saddling into this role and people accepting it.
We all thought Price is Right was going to go, and that continues. What about Jeopardy? You know, we all thought Jeopardy was going to go. So
I don't really. I stopped watching Jeopardy.
This whole season of hosts just.
You got to retire at some time. Go enjoy your life. We say happy retirement, Pat Sajak. We'll celebrate you all.
It'll be weird though if he goes and Vanna White stays. No, you got to go together.
She needs to be replaced.
You got to go together,
right?
And if you don't continue to wear new replacement lady, if you don't continue to wear sequin dresses, we have a problem. It's the only reason.
Somebody else from North Myrtle Beach that could only do Vanna White fashion. I met her at Lowe's one time. She was just really stunning. I'm like, what? Why are you at a home improvement store?
That's awesome. No, in this day and age, they'll probably replace him with like a dude.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it'll be a female host and a dude.
Whatever, I'm okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Modernize it.
That's it. It's time.
I think it's stupid, but as long as somebody's in a sparkly dress, I don't care.
It's another day. It's another Taylor Swift story.
Well, I thought this was interesting. She pulled her membership from a members only club in New York City. I can't pronounce that. Casa Caprini?
Yeah. Capriani.
Okay, actually not bad. Not so bad. Because of the photos that were leaked of her and Matt Healy.
I would pull my membership of a club also. It's rude.
It's supposed to be a private club and photos aren't allowed to be taken. It's a place for celebrities. And then photos were taken. They leaked. So she was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Which I think is interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, but interesting that she would make headlines because first of all, she's in the headlines all the time. But that she would address it knowing that this is going to be a headline. On One Planet, don't you just
I think
keep your membership, pay it, and then at the end of the tour when things have died and nobody cares that and it's been 6 months since the photos were leaked anyway, you just quietly pull your membership because it feels like a little bit of an abort right now, knowing that it's going to make headlines, knowing that it's going to create a story in the middle of your tour, post Matt Healy breakup, like this, you want to do this right now and create another headline.
I think that she's in an era of calling things as they are.
Yeah, the no fucks given era.
And we specifically talked about this photo and we were shocked about this photo because usually that doesn't happen.
And she was in an
so
NYU
now it
sweatshirt.
Makes sense why that usually doesn't happen because it wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, she was in an NYU sweatshirt and like not really like they were very clearly paparazzi photos, not like, okay, I'm gonna be here at this time in an outfit so you can get your photo here at this moment and then leave me alone.
So I think that's funny that we called that photo out specifically and then here she is addressing it. Yeah. Because she's in a no, you can't do that anymore era.
Yeah. Taylor came knowing the policy and then had to leave because of the intrusive snappers, but the club is cracking down now like crazy.
Well, she's not a part of that, so that's not a problem.
Okay, not my problem now. You fix it, but I'm still out.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Tom Hanks.
Little rom-com news.
Well, I'm interested. I'm here for it.
Tom Hanks was supposed to be in When Harry Met Sally, and he turned it down because he was sad about his divorce at the time.
I mean, I think that's right when you're an actor and you're in a space where you definitely are not ready for having a role like that.
Yeah. It's an iconic movie.
It is, but I mean, I can't see Tom Hanks in it.
But you can see him in his other movies? Yes. You Got Mail, Sleepless in Seattle. So those are also Meg Ryan movies.
Yeah, but it wasn't about Meg Ryan. It was.
Yeah, but I've always wondered how, as a viewer,
I think Billy Crystal made that movie for her.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about that scene when they're in the cafe.
Yeah.
It's the only scene anybody ever thinks about.
Oh, and she's having her moment.
Yeah, she's faking
it. But I think Billy Crystal allows her to be more Meg Ryan than she could ever be Meg Ryan. So I can't see Tom Hanks in that role.
Yeah, but
Tom Hanks has everything else.
But they were so iconic in You've Got Mail and in Sleepless in Seattle. That's like a cult classic.
But you don't remember Tom Hanks in that where it's like Forrest Gump. You know what I mean? I don't know.
You think it's different?
I think it's a different
Do you think
relationship?
Okay. I
on
understand.
camera. You know what I mean? Like their chemistry together is more like friendly.
So you're relating their relationship to the plots in the movie? But
Mhm.
they're all rom-coms. They all end up together in the end of all the movies at the same time. It's just
Correct.
who ends up with Meg Ryan at the end of which movie.
To be fair, I don't see it the same with Tom Hanks.
But Tom Hanks was in the rom-coms already. So he ended
Right.
up with I don't understand your
It
point.
wasn't it I feel like that role was specifically much more Meg Ryan because of Billy Crystal.
Oh, I understand. And you think Tom Hanks would pull some of the attention away from Meg
Yeah,
Ryan?
exactly.
Oh, because it's Tom Hanks.
Correct.
And you feel like in You've Got Mail and in Sleepless in Seattle, it was a good 50-50 split between the two characters.
Yes.
I understand.
Right?
Now I get it. Yeah, I see that. Well, I don't know why that took me so long. Yeah, I know.
It's Wednesday.
When Harry met Sally, and we just made sure it was all about Sally, and nobody gave a shit about Harry.
Exactly.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That's why I don't see him in that role. It would have taken away from her.
Was that one released first, prior to?
Yes.
Is that what Meg Ryan got famous for, that movie? Or what'd she get famous for?
That's a good question because she had other roles and other things.
Did Meg Ryan?
Like, where'd she pop off?
Yeah.
Which one? Does that say When a Man Loves a Woman? I don't even remember that movie. Was that Richard Gere? I'm going to start mucking up all of my rom-coms because I'm like inserting Meg Ryan into places where she never was.
Well, that's why I'm just getting like best 15 Meg Ryan movies ranked. Her IMDb. I suppose we can do IMDb because then we'll know which ones are the most famous.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
In order. 1981, Rich and Famous. 1986, Top Gun.
That's really where she rolled in.
That's what I thought. And then Armed and Dangerous, also in 1986. Then Harry Met Sally in 1989. So those were probably the things. I mean, she had a small role. Well, not small, but she
was on the radar
for Top Gun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we'll see what happens. But she wasn't the point of that movie.
Right.
She was iconic in that movie, but not the point of that movie.
Yeah.
So I bet you.
But that's where I think that they were like,
Promised
okay,
Land,
I could
Inner
see her
Space,
here.
DOA, and When Harry Met Sally.
Right.
Yeah.
I like it.
This was a time in the world where we were just popping out rom-coms left and right.
Yeah.
And they were so good. And it wasn't the Hallmark status. The scripts were still good. We don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, the ones on Netflix don't get the hype that they deserve because nobody sees them because they're on Netflix.
Speaking of Hallmark, Treat Williams just died yesterday.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And he was a Hallmark guy, 71 years old, motorcycle accident.
Oh.
Can you imagine being 71? You're like living like healthy and taking care of yourself, tweeting about mowing the lawn earlier that day, and goes out and gets creamed on a motorcycle.
Creamed on a motorcycle.
I mean, it's just not a place I would like to die. It's just not.
We're gonna get us sued one day.
Nah, he's dead.
Oh my God. Yeah, not a great way to go.
No, not at all. All right, so $1 million settlement from Amber Heard to Johnny Depp. You just gave it to charity.
Yeah, I don't need the money.
Never did. It wasn't about that.
No.
It was about
her psychosis.
You can't just say crazy shit, bitch. I'm gonna come for you.
Yeah, but we were talking through the entirety of that trial about how they had a mutually toxic relationship.
Oh, 100%.
It was just who had a better lawyer to spin which toxicity towards the other.
Yeah, they definitely one-upped each other, but she just kept bringing more lawsuits.
Yeah, she did.
I mean, you have to answer to it, and that's pretty much what their relationship was. You start this,
the poop
I
in the
answered
bed.
it. You start this, I answered it. I'm answering more. Actually, now I'm going to start stuff because you're driving me crazy. It was just not good.
No.
And that's where the lawsuits kept coming also.
Yeah, I mean, I think she was the crazier.
Yeah.
By far.
But the thing is, he has no fucks given. You can't make a human care when they don't.
No.
You just can't. And I think that was their problem there.
But
so
he got $1 million. But he's getting more than that. This is the first payment, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't he getting like 3?
There's something else. They're still fighting about other stupid things.
Really?
And, yeah, because now there's a countersuit about her having to pay for things.
I think I'm going to get this wrong, which is crazy because we talked about it. The original suit was way more money, and then the court was like, she actually can't afford that, so we're going to bring it down to like $3 million or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Supposed to be like 30 or something dumb.
14 or up there, and she just doesn't have it.
And now she still can't pay the 3 that they determined that she
No.
can't pay.
Mm-mm.
Well, that $1 million went in $200,000 sections to 5 different charities, benefiting sick children, conserving the environment, and providing safe housing for undeserved communities.
Thanks, Johnny Depp.
Cool.
Your courtroom circus has made money for the children.
And I think that's great. As Lily Rose Depp is popping off, he's like, I'm just going to take this money. I'm going to do this thing quietly. If it makes the news, makes the news.
Buy her daughter some clothes. She needed some in the Idol. It's a lot of flashing. She
is so beautiful.
Yeah, she really is. Well, she looks just like her mother. Vanessa Paradis is a French model. She literally looks just like her mother.
Really?
Same everything. Very little Johnny there.
Who else does he have kids with?
That's it. I think he just has the one with Vanessa.
Just the one?
I thought
he had more.
For whatever reason, I think he's too much into himself.
That 2 kids.
Is there a boy with Vanessa also?
Jack Depp.
Okay.
Who? Jack Depp.
There you go. One of each. He's good.
Parents. Yeah, Vanessa.
Okay. He's probably beautiful.
Oh my God, they look alike.
Right? Don't you think they look like the mom, though? Oh, she's just looking at Jack. Oh, it's Jack.
No, yeah.
Speaking of Jack.
Oh, he kind of looks like, he kind of looks like his dad.
Does he?
Well, that's cute.
Did you
mom that looks like mom, or girl that looks like mom.
Right.
Boy that looks like dad.
Yep.
Oh my God, she does look like mom.
An absolute twin.
Damn.
When I saw the opening scene of Idol, I was like, whoa, you're your mother.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
Nepotism at its finest.
I was going to say, speaking of Jacks, I saw Jack Harlow in White Men Can't Jump. I love him, but that movie's terrible.
I like him
I
too.
love Jack Harlow. I don't know what it is about Jack Harlow.
His music is good. I think it's good.
His music's good, but also his attitude. He's just like...
He just perpetually looks to me like he's still stuck in high school, which I don't understand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good for you.
All right. That's it. That's all I got.
All right. So are we ready for a little bit of weird news?
It's my favorite part of Wednesday. It is Weird News Wednesday.
So I have read folklore about people getting buried with bells. Have you ever heard this?
No.
That's what they used to have for whom the bell tolls or whatever. They used to bury people with a string and a bell, just in case they came back to life. They could ring the bell, like, come get me. I'm not dead yet.
That's terrifying.
Apparently it's
kind of smart.
Well, we've got our weird news story in Ecuador, and this would never happen here.
You could just pronounce them dead correctly the first time, but sure. Sure.
Mourners at an Ecuadorian wake were left stunned after their dead relative began banging from the inside of her coffin.
It's my worst nightmare.
Well, it's not going to happen because we embalm our dead here. So.
Oh, true.
We make sure you're dead. Bella Montoya, 76, regained consciousness during a vigil that was being held at Babayoyo. I don't know where this is in Ecuador. I'm not familiar with Ecuadorian spots, but this was on Friday. Incredible video shows medics tending to her after loved ones realized she was still alive.
What do you do with the death certificate? I'm going to just quickly shred this real quick.
Just throw that away. She can clearly be seen breathing, and she is removed from her casket and placed onto a stretcher.
The amount of therapy that woman will need.
And she's 76. Like, she's got to go through that again.
How do you... She gets to heaven. Sorry about that first time.
I already did this once.
You want to be admitted now. Got it. We were confused before.
Seriously, though, that's so awkward. Her death was listed as a cardiorespiratory arrest, so she had a heart attack. But apparently, sometimes that causes people to suffer catalepsy, which is like you're catatonic.
During the Virgil, like quiet, everybody's crying, the candles are lit, and then you just hear screaming and banging. Like, as a family member, who's more traumatized? Her in the coffin? Like, I woke up, get me the frick out of here? Or the family members that are trying to mourn her and then suddenly are like, oh my God, open that coffin.
4 hours. 4 hours in a coffin. Where'd they magic up a coffin so fast?
Yeah, that was my next question. This apparently is a death tradition where you get
the coffin. Let's
go. Like, you move right along. She's dead. All right, what size?
We're not wasting any time. I feel if you have
Pop
a
her in.
coffin at the ready that quickly that you definitely are.
Why was it closed? If she's only been dead 4 hours, like she's not like decaying or anything yet.
I feel like they were good with her.
Yeah, they were like, okay, that's it. Thank God.
We've had this in the closet for a while. We've been waiting on this.
Imagine calling the lawyers. So about that will, I actually don't need it. Turns out it's still alive.
Print it up. We're ready for it. We've been waiting for this one.
Turns out. So
Bella
that's
Montoya,
nice.
76, is still
she
alive,
gets bonus
everybody.
years.
She's not
She's
dead
probably
yet.
going to be really fucked up for those bonus years. Probably like won't go to sleep again.
That's it. At
Can't
least
be
for a
in
couple
small
of days.
rooms.
At least for a couple of days.
Severe claustrophobia for the rest of her life.
Ew, the next time she dies, she's really going to just lay there for a while. You watch, they'll leave her out for days.
Do you
just
think
to
the
make
family
sure.
will be like, are we sure?
Can we? We're going to wait a couple of days.
It's got to be Ecuadorian.
Tradition.
Yeah, to just
Yeah, probably because
shove it
it's
right in
so
a box.
hot there. They're like, it smells. Cover it up.
Put it right in a box.
Right? That's the only thing that I could think
Then why
of.
don't they also do that in Florida?
I don't know. I don't know what they do in Florida. I can't account for any of that. I can't.
Oh, man. I think that's all I got.
All right.
I'm behind on my content. I'm a little nervous for Content Rec Friday.
Oh, yeah. I haven't done anything other
No.
than work, so I'm going to have to add something.
Yeah.
We're promising we'll bring you something that we've unearthed.
It's mostly because I want to rewatch The Summer I Turned Pretty in preparation for the new season coming out.
I like
on
that
the 14th.
show a lot.
It's really cute, so I want to go back and rewatch it so I can get excited for the new season on the 14th of July because they released a trailer. It's really cute. I'm a Conrad girl. Like, bring it on. I'm excited, of course, because he's the problematic bad boy.
How much coffee have you had today?
I'm just saying the need for new content recommendations versus what I'm actually motivated to watch are two divergent directions.
How about you send us some content recs, please?
Oh, that's a
And
great
thank
idea.
you. We're flipping the script. Give us something to watch.
And just remember, I have like 24 hours, so don't recommend The Idol because I'm not ready for it.
Okay, well, I've got all of my Provincetown Film Festival films to catch up on because it starts this weekend. So I need to really step that into gear and see if I find us something good to watch. So we'll talk about it coming up.
Good.
Get perky with us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
And follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The First Shot Morning Show. Bye. Have a wonderful week.
The First Shot Morning Show is produced by Lemonadio. When life gives you lemons, make radio. We encourage everyone to listen happier.com.